Imagine if you were the one being stuffed for Thanksgiving this dinner.
Wow.
Welcome to GayTalk 2.0, the ultimate podcast for your dose of dish.
Welcome back. Shit.
Well, it's clear that bitch's brain didn't get stuffed for Thanksgiving. But anyway, welcome back, ladies and gents, to another episode of GayTalk 2.0, an LGBT podcast. We are streaming live on our YouTube channel for all of our Patreon supporters. My name is Tom, and I am your host. And as always, I am in the studio with my amazing co-host, starting with this first one.
Hey, y'all, Nick or Trish.
And
J Bear, a.k.a. your boyfriend's boyfriend.
speaking of boyfriend's boyfriend, let me not. Anyway, welcome back. So first and foremost, we did take a week off last week for Thanksgiving. I hope that everyone had a stuffed, filled, amazing Thanksgiving dinner. Mine was a roller coaster of a ride. So, you know, just letting you know. The Friday before Thanksgiving, I decided that I was just going to jump on a plane. I went to Puerto Rico and came back the day before Thanksgiving because if not, my mother would kill me. Got to tell you the story about this whole car thing. Nightmare. And
Was that when we were FaceTiming?
yeah, she's something else, this woman. But so anyway, I went to Puerto Rico. I spent about four days there. It was nice and hot and beautiful and gorgeous, and I ate like a motherfucking pig.
Proud of you.
And everything I saw, like,
I don't know how you do that, but keep going.
I landed.
No, I mean eat.
Girl, it's a thing. I maybe it's my gift that I can put stuff in my mouth.
I'm
and
just saying, not that I know what being on Ozempic is like, but like from what I hear, like you you can't eat as much.
So
Or you get nauseous.
You're right. And let me tell you, that is not the case.
With
and
Puerto Rican food.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. All I can tell you is I landed, and the first thing I said to my friend who I went to visit was, let's go to Piñones, like right now. We got, so first I landed, I got in this car and I said, let's go to Costco. I got to get coffee and things that I need to make sure that
You're a person.
know, that I'm a person, human. And then right after that, we're going straight to Piñones, which is an area right outside of the airport, right by the water. Absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And they sell all of this, like, you know, typical Puerto Rican, like, fried food, right? And it's, oh my God, so good. And so I had a pionono. I had 2 empanadillas, 1 bacalaíto, a pincho, all in one sitting.
I thought a pincho was a bad word.
That's bicho.
Bicho. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
A pincho
had
is
one of those
it's
too,
like
right?
a
Pinchos
skewer.
with a P.
Yeah, and a bicho is what it be.
But then again,
Yes, I did have one of those.
it's only it's only considered a bad word in Puerto Rico because in other countries, a bicho is an insect.
Yeah, like a...
That's how we refer to as an insect,
Yeah.
un bicho.
Mira, grab that bichito over there. Kill it. Do something. But oh my God. And then like it just never stopped. Like everywhere we would stop, it was like a cocktail and food. And then, you know, I came back and weighed myself and I had gained like 7 pounds. And then you go to the bathroom and I go back to normal. Yay. But I had a really good time. And then I fly back home and then it's Thanksgiving, right? So I go to mom's. Mom put out a spread. Delicious. We had pernil, we had turkey, with rice and
pernil.
beans. Oh my God.
Her pernil.
And ensalada de
So
papa and all these different, you know, like potato salad and macaroni salad.
Where
and,
is mom? She hasn't cooked for me in a while.
Well, you know, you need to come around more often. Leave your house
I do leave my house. I gotta work.
for anything other than work.
Look, I'm there all the time.
And then she ordered pasteles from somebody. I don't know who.
Those are the things wrapped in
Banana leaves,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, you are a Puerto Rican.
I'm learning.
Yes.
I'm learning.
She's ready for her trip.
She is.
Yeah.
We need to take you to Puerto Rico. And so anyway, so I don't know what happened. Dinner was fine. The next day, girl, ooh, she was bedridden, toilet ridden for 2 days.
You?
Yes.
Oh.
It was horrible. I spent Thursday evening, Friday and Saturday in pain. And I think it was pastelas because we've never ordered.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
You know, it wasn't my mother's cooking because I know how my mother cooks. I've never
She
gotten
puts her
sick.
foot in it.
Yeah. Both feet. I have never, ever, ever.
No, she usually only puts the left one in, so she did do both feet this time. Maybe that's the reason.
Yeah. Maybe I got the, what do you call that? Left foot syndrome? Oof. Yeah, no. It was. I know how my mother cooks, so I know her food has never made me ill. But that was the only thing that I ate that she didn't make. And so I think that's basically why I spent 2 days hurling my butt.
Was anybody else?
She was a little iffy in the stomach, but nobody else. Maybe it was just me. But other than that, my holiday went well. And then, you know, Monday came, and after 9 days of being outside of work, which felt amazing, I have to go back to work on a Monday after working at the bar, by the way. And oh my God, I've been dead for the last 3 days. It's been insane. But it was overall for me, it was a very nice holiday. How about you, Nick? How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
I had so much fucking fun. Can I send you a photo that you can put up on the thing?
Probably, yeah.
Is it the one you shared with us?
Yeah.
I have it. No.
Hold on.
Oh,
It
wait.
should be on our chat.
Yeah, is this the one with the on your feet?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find this one. Yeah, I'm gonna.
She was looking too fabulous in that.
Yeah, she was. She was just having herself a fabulous time.
Yeah. So I went to Colorado, which it was so wonderful, honestly, to be at Thanksgiving with like-minded people that feel the same way and that are also going through it and healing after, you know, the election. But I had such a great time. I flew out there, ended up in an Audi, which was like, hey, like, it was adorable. And then I showed up at the house, and the funniest thing happened. So I had not told my best friend's mom that I was coming, but my best friends knew, and by my best friends, I mean Maya and Britt, who I went to Hawaii with. And so I show up at the house, I walk in the door, and I'm like, hi. And Britt is like, oh my God, Nick, hi. And Lori, the mom, she was like, I don't think she like registered like who walked in the door. And so she was like prepping for Thanksgiving. And then all of a sudden, Britt goes, Mom, did you not just hear what I said? And she's like, what? She's like, Nick is here. And she turned around, just like crying. She's like, I thought it was Maya. I was going to finish what I was doing.
So cute. That is
He
so
came over.
cute.
He gave me a huge hug, and it was really nice. And then we had a great Thanksgiving. They don't do the traditional turkey. They do a roast, which was wonderful. But
Nice.
we had a really, really nice time. And I went out to one night, me and Maya went to a gay bar. And literally, we have seen so many drag shows.
Right.
I went to this small little gay bar in Fort Collins, and this drag show was literally off the hook. It was so good.
Isn't it nice when you go somewhere and
She was definitely feeling herself. Did you go to the bar like this?
No, I did not. But however, Maya was wearing his heels, so he had purchased 2 pair.
Those are cute.
Yes, they are.
He had purchased 2 pair. I call those the ones that he was wearing were unicorn. I feel like they were more like unicorn colors.
Look at this.
But
Those
yeah,
are
we
nice.
were walking around the day after Thanksgiving with those on for like hours, and then
Your face, though.
that.
Yeah.
But that night that we went, I did not, in
Beautiful.
fact, leave them on my feet. He did. I could not.
Why not?
Because I had them on for a couple of hours, and they are very comfortable, but I'm not used to them.
I freaking love them, though. Oh my God. You had sent me an iteration of this picture, and I thought it was fabulous.
Wait, which one? The one
Yeah, the one with the heels.
here.
And you guys were just, doing your thing.
Here's
That's
another.
awesome.
Here's another one.
Okay.
But we had a really good time. The drag show was really great. It was I needed it.
Should I show this one?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was great, and it was so good to
Those
see
are
everybody.
cute. It's like a pearl.
I love
So those are the mermaid ones.
Those are
his
cute.
heels. Oh my God, this is so cute.
So
I love it.
There's this little shop in Fort Collins called Dr. John's, and Dr. John's is a sex shop, and they sell this brand of shoe, which I guess Maya really likes, but for fun, whatever. And so we bought the two, and then we were wearing them. But guess what I got myself?
What did you get yourself?
I got myself a vibrator.
Oh, I think we talked about this. Yes. So, okay. So, did you ever figure out how to turn it off so they wouldn't rattle all the way home?
Oh, yes. That was the question.
Right. So, you bought this vibrator. Tell us a story, please.
All right, so I had been looking for something that was like, you know, not like massive or whatnot, but like something that like I, you know, could put in and like stimulate while enjoying myself.
Right.
And I found the perfect thing.
Of course.
It's great. I love it. You can control it from your phone, FYI. But
Can I have access to the app?
hell fucking no. But there is this function where it's a travel safe function, so it won't go on when you travel. No, I did not figure it out.
Okay.
And yes,
Did the battery die by the time you got home?
no, but what I will say is when I was going
No
through
airplane
TSA,
mode?
when I was going through TSA pre-check,
Oh, boy.
it got flagged.
Stop it.
I swear to God, I literally, the one thing that went through, like, I never get flagged, but you know how, like, some things go to, like, the separate section and they have
Right.
to look through your bag?
But isn't that the whole point of having pre-check?
No, they still have to, like, you don't have to take off your belt, shoes, and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
And it's much shorter, but, like, you still have to get all your shit scanned.
Oh, okay.
But my new dildo was in my travel case that had like all my like toiletries and all that stuff. And so the guy was, he's like, "Sir, is this your bag?" I was like, "Yep." He's like, "Is there anything dangerous in here that I should be aware of? Anything sharp?" I'm like, "Nope." And he's like, "Do you know why your bag was flagged?" I was like, "I'm assuming I know." And he was like, "Well, what do you think it is?" I was like, "Well, if you open it up, it's probably the blue dildo." And he was just like, "Okay, you are all set, sir." And handed me my bag. And like there were other people around because they were flagged, but I was just like, I don't fucking care. I'm like, it's probably the blue dildo. And he just handed me my bag. He's like, "You're all set. Have a good day."
Bye, Felicia.
Because clearly they could see like, we don't know what
could
this
see,
is,
yeah.
but
But it has the shape.
yeah. So he was just like, okay.
Well, at
Luckily,
least
he was. I'm pretty sure he was gay.
But I think so. The good thing is that this is self-inflicted,
Oh yeah.
right? Because
didn't
you
check a
know
bag.
you know what's in there,
Yeah.
and you know that they're probably gonna flag it. But it's worse when you have friends that actually slip in a dildo into your bag and don't tell you anything.
Yeah, I've seen
And
a
you
few of those videos.
Oh my God, that would be. I would be mortified because
I honestly, you know, I was when I first saw it because like it separates them out in pre-check. So you have a thing that comes down with things that are approved, and then there's another one that goes
Yeah, it goes to the side.
to the side.
Yeah, the conveyor
And so as soon as I saw it go to the side, I was fucking mortified. And then I was like, you know what? Why? Why am I sitting here freaking out? Like
somebody's gonna see
you-
your
at the
pee.
Yeah, you get the initial shock of, holy fuck, it's
Yeah.
the dildo.
yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, he's either gonna pull it out of my bag, which would be worse, or I'm just gonna tell him straight up what the fuck it is.
Oh my God.
And I did, and he was just like, "Okay, don't want to touch that." So, like,
Do you have a picture of it? Like what it looks like? What's the brand?
it's called. I don't have a picture of it on me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm interested now. Like now I'm invested. Like so you can leave it in and turn it on and
Yeah.
I travel with my cock rings, but I guess that's
well that's different. It's
Yeah.
a ring.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna flag a ring.
well, I guess it's the silhouette because this. I mean, even though it goes through the X-ray machine, is the silhouette. So I think they're
Honestly,
just making sure it's not a knife or something.
Yeah.
It's not like deformed
No,
like dildo,
it's
right?
it's literally it's got like a slight wave to it.
Okay.
But it's nothing. It's,
Is it similar to like the glass dilation kit that you get from?
Yes, but there's just a little bit of a curve.
Okay.
At
So
the
it's
yeah. So it's actually hitting
the G spot.
exactly. But like, but you know, honestly, it could have been something else in there that they
I'm surprised you
flagged.
didn't take your glass dilation kit.
No, I didn't want. It's glass. I don't want that shit to break.
It's not supposed to break.
No, I know, but still, like you're traveling, you don't know.
Oh, okay. Did you take your
Yes, I did.
douche,
I did.
your powder pack?
I did.
Future
Proud of you.
They had a Black Friday sale.
Your
too.
soothing cream?
Oh fuck! No, I didn't. I didn't
Yeah,
think about
'cause
that.
you need the soothing cream for afterwards,
Yeah.
girl.
Well, I mean, it didn't go that far this time around. But,
Well, that's awesome. No, but I'm glad you had a good time. How was your Thanksgiving dinner?
it was really good. It was really good. I had this, like, it was like a mushroom, almost like truffle like stuffing, and I couldn't stop eating it. And literally, like after dinner, I was like, "Oh God, here we go, another story." I was like, "Shit, I don't feel good. I gotta go to the bathroom." And so, my best friend's mom has built in a toilet with a bidet. You know what I mean? Like
It's
built in.
fabulous. Yeah.
But like the seat lifts up, the seat's heated.
Yeah, it's
like
one of those
it's like
Japanese models.
and I'm in there, and they got all these different functions, and so you just like hit which one you want. And I'm like, I'm living my life.
Oh, I can imagine.
I went to the bathroom, and then like I was like, there was this one function.
Does it blow your ass? Like, does it blow and dry it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But like there was this one
That's the
function that
Japanese
felt
one.
so
I'm thinking of getting one.
it felt so good.
Uh-huh.
Like I didn't want to get off the toilet. Like it felt that fucking good.
It warms the seat and everything.
Yeah, the seat was warm. My butt was getting massaged. My hole was just like having fun. And I was like, this is amazing. And then I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. and so I'm sitting there and everybody is in the living, like the entire family is sitting in the living room. And I had to call my girlfriend and I was like, Britt, can you put your mom on the phone? And she was like, yeah, everything okay? I was like, yeah, everything's fine. And
I would have
She
died.
put her mom on the phone and I was like, Mom, how do you turn this thing off? I can't get out of the toilet. She had to explain how to turn it off, and I finally turned it off. And as soon as she hung up the phone for me, I could just hear everybody in the living room
Laughing.
just fucking laughing at me because I'm sitting in, like, literally, you can't get up because if you get up,
There's
it's gonna be
water everywhere.
and I'm just like, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, Mom, how do you turn this thing off?
Oh my God. Yeah.
So I had a good trip.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
That's a
That's
good
awesome.
laugh. That's a good laugh.
That's awesome.
They must
That's
have been-
great.
They must have been having a ball when you came out that bathroom.
Everybody was just like quiet, and I was like, "It's fine," and they all started laughing again. So you know,
That's awesome. Well, I'm happy for you. I think given all that has transpired in the last 4 or 5 weeks with the election, issues with family, blah blah blah. The fact that you actually removed yourself from all the things and went somewhere where you felt loved and you felt accepted and you felt like
no, we all went around the table, and so they're not religious by any means, but we did the whole thankful thing. What are you thankful for? And
that's cute though.
Yeah, and it was like. I was very unexpected, right, for the family, and I am for lack of a better term, I am a part of that family, like,
right,
deeply like seated, and his mom was my best friend's mom was just like, I'm so thankful for my family, and I am so grateful that Nick's here. When you're here, I feel like we're whole, and it was just cute. It was.
They feel like you're whole.
Yeah.
No, that was after Thanksgiving. That was after the dinner.
Oh my God.
There were several holes filled that weekend.
That's something else.
Yeah.
Okay. What
That's
about
awesome.
you, Jaybird? How was your Thanksgiving?
No dildos.
Okay, well, that's disappointing.
Just cock cages and cock rings.
Cock cages and cock rings. No, it was pretty good. It was decent. Just the immediate family, the girls, the grandkids. My in-laws came up. We just spent the day at the house. I picked up mom, so we had a nice time together. But mom is already used to the fact that she's not used to being around, especially kids.
Right.
So even before I served dinner, she's like, "Take me home. I'm done. I'm done." I was like, "Mom, you haven't even eaten." She's like, "That's okay. Just take me home. Pack some food." But I was like, "No, you're gonna eat with the rest of the family. We're all gonna eat here, and then I'll take you home." But other than that, it was good. And by the time I was gone and came back, everybody was hanging out, cracking jokes, reminiscing about when the girls were younger and doing their stupid shit, which was fun.
Which wasn't too long ago, by the way.
Yeah. Shit, yeah.
I mean, time flies.
Yeah.
It's like you blink and
Don't remind me.
you've got older women now with the children of their own, and you're like, when did all this happen?
Yeah.
Because all of this has happened in the past 12 years, 12, 13 years.
What, the girls? The grandkids?
Yeah.
15.
15.
Kylie's going to be 15.
Right. So in the last decade and a half,
It's
they went from young ladies to mothers.
Yeah.
And you're like, and so one day you have no kids, and all of a sudden it's like, boom.
Yeah. We had...
You have a tribe.
We had, I know it was Kylie and Noah were the first two born grandchildren. And then Debbie had Leani. And then after that, she had Luna, and the twins came in between that. And it was just like, in a matter of like 5 years.
It's like, boom.
6 grandkids.
It's like a surplus.
I think it was even less than that.
I mean, I'm in the same kind of boat.
You're
with
not
my
even
nieces.
30. I
was
know.
I had
35 when I became a grandfather.
I mean, literally, like my nieces, I had Demi, and then my sister got pregnant with Daly.
Right.
And now my brother's pregnant with twins, and my sister just announced that she's pregnant.
Again?
Yeah.
Is it going to be twins?
No. That we know. That we know it's not
I was going to be like, okay, I would be like, that's kind of crazy.
And I'm just like, I bought up, so that whole like pearl thing. I got
within
like,
a 3 years.
years. Yeah. And I bought that like pearl for Demi. I was like, y'all fucking crazy. Y'all had too many kids. Demi's getting a pearl, no one else. Because I'm not fucking spending that kind of money on all these motherfucking kids. I'm not setting that precedent. Like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no.
I love them. I will love them.
But I mean, I think that's one pearl. Like, that's a good gift you can give them for the rest of their lives. Something they can have, like a little heirloom. Get them a pearl.
Break it up.
We'll go to Hawaii and we'll get you a pearl. We got to go to Puerto Rico first, okay? We got to bring you to Puerto Rico.
We got to go back to Hawaii. Oh, God. Hawaii is amazing.
Oh, I know. I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Just, I'm not getting in the ocean with you, though.
Oh, no, I died.
Because you
like
died.
3 times. Like, everybody
She came back with
like,
oceanic syphilis and
when
all
I
this
was
other shit.
When I was out there, we were talking about Hawaii, and I was like, yeah, no, I got back to work, and I was telling my coworkers and my friends about the trip, and they were like, Nick, it sounds like you really went through it. I was like, yeah, but it was a great trip. Like, so much fun.
So much fun.
Yeah,
I almost died, but hey, awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes those trips are memorable. That's stuff you'll never forget.
Yep. But,
all the craziness.
and when you're in a room with people you haven't, like, there's something to be said about, like, not, it sucks to not be near your loved ones all the time.
Right.
But when you do get together and the energy and the laughter in the space, like, it's just so infectious.
Yeah.
And like,
absolutely.
we just laughed so much and we talked and like, we just had such a wonderful time. And I think like, that's what's so special about like, and I even said that to Lori, my mom. I was like, before I left, I went and I sat with her for a little bit, and I said to her, I was like, she's like, I really wish we were all closer together, and I was like, I wish that too. I miss you guys all the time. I really like, I'm already missing Maya and Britt and everybody. Like, it's like sucks to leave, but when we do get together, it's like so special.
It's quality time.
Yeah, and like, normally like, you get together with your family and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bar tonight, or I went to the bar one night, but like, we basically spent all day just hanging out. Like one day we were just crafting all day.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is great, right? And you want to be able to do those things, like for for me, it's like when I went to the island, I got an opportunity to go visit some people that, you know, I didn't get to visit the last time around.
I'm sure she did.
And no, I'm talking about family, right? And it's great, and eat even more. But you're right. You know, it's you don't see these people often, but then when you do and you get together, you just try to make the best of it, right? Or the longing has been such that you don't want it to stop. So every moment that you spend together, it feels like time flies. Yeah. Right. And before you know it, you blink. Oh, it's time to go home, and then you're like bummed.
Yeah, it's funny because before I got there, Brick said to her mom, she was like, well, don't stress out. Don't stress out about Thanksgiving tomorrow, like, and about cleaning and about all this stuff. And she's like, well, why? She's like, I just don't think you're going to have to worry about it. And whenever I'm with them, I can't stand clutter.
Yeah. Right.
And when...
Start cleaning.
Yeah, and I just start cleaning. At one point, Lori was like, Nick, come hang out with us. I was like, I just need 5 more minutes. And then Brett was like, see, Mom, told you not to worry.
Right. Yeah, she already knew.
Yeah.
No, that's great. Yeah. That's great. So Mom was good.
Yep.
Thanksgiving was good. Everybody.
Yeah, it was good. I made an executive decision. I don't think all the girls were too ecstatic about it, but I said absolutely no alcohol in the house.
On Thanksgiving?
On Thanksgiving.
How did that go?
Cynthia always gives me a hard time because, you know, Cynthia's Cynthia.
Right.
Well, I'm drinking. And I said, you can drink all you want, just not in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So she did have a couple of drinks outside, but the house itself, I was like, no, you guys drink. And then somebody makes a snarky remark and everything turns into an argument. I was like, I don't want to do that this year.
Right.
We're either going to have a nice Thanksgiving and enjoy our time together, or if you choose to drink, you could go drink and have Thanksgiving dinner somewhere else.
Yeah. Well,
good for you.
It really turned out to be a really nice Thanksgiving for a change. So,
it's amazing, you know, how people don't realize the power that, or how alcohol can affect something as simple as just having conversation and exchanging dialogue, or even fun or not so fun times with family members.
Yeah, and I think that's, you know, that's one of the big things one of the big factors I've noticed. And I mean, they're getting older, so if, you know, I know Roxanne's the one that tends to sometimes kind of how do we say in Spanish? Tirarla en directa. She'll she'll jab at them, you know. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, but you know, you're only this because you used to do XYZ, you know? And instead of laughing it off, they're like, oh, shut up. And then it just escalates from there.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Alcohol's involved. And then instead of just laughing it off, she's trying to be funny, it becomes an argument. So I was like, no, it's just not. So
she gets sarcastic, and the other ones can't take the sarcasm and get offended, and then it turns into a thing.
But I came back, they were all laughing, hanging out, and all they could keep talking about was like, oh my God, we were reminiscing so much about this time and that time, and their grandmother telling them about stuff they did when they were younger. So it was, you know, it was a nice time. So
it's funny because when in Colorado, I didn't realize that it was a dry Thanksgiving as well.
Yeah.
Someone in the family,
same,
and that's why they and I respected that, right? So I had bought a white and a red, and I had brought it with me, and it was in the car, and the individual that had the issue, they don't care, you know, but it's a respect thing, and so it was dry Thanksgiving, and so me and the youngest daughter's partner were texting back and forth. I'm like, this is a dry fucking Thanksgiving. I just want a glass of wine. She was like, yeah, me too. I was like, I have a bottle of white in the car. And she was like, you want to go be bad? I was like, yeah. So we went out to my car, me, her, and Maya, and we ended up just sitting there for like 20-25 minutes, passing around a small bottle of white wine, and we probably each had a glass and a half, you know what I mean? But like it was just like a nice moment. But
like you swallowed a glass and a half, like, hurry up, suck it down, we gotta go back inside.
Pretty much, like everybody's like, where were you guys?
We went for a smoke.
But it was
mine was dry too. I didn't drink Thanksgiving, and then I spent the next 2 days, you know, hurling my butt off
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was dry for me too.
Yeah, so
My mother and everybody else. My
I
mother
would say
and everybody
mine was
were
damp.
drinking.
Damp. Yeah.
Mine was definitely damp.
No, everybody in my mom's house was drinking. So my older brother doesn't drink. He never has.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
At all. So, and my youngest brother never had alcohol either until recently he started drinking. But my oldest brother has never been a drinker. Never. He used to when he was really young. I think when he was like in his like early 20s, like he would drink 40s with the boys out on the corner, in New York when we were living out there. But after he had kids, he never drunk again. He doesn't drink. Yeah. His thing is he'll just sit in a corner somewhere with his phone, watching his little videos, and he's in his glory.
And playing poker or whatever. I know he likes to gamble and stuff.
No, not my oldest.
Pito?
No gambling.
The
no.
bingo, though. Is that what he does? I know he plays a game like a gamble.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
A bingo or.
Yeah, but he doesn't gamble money.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that.
No, but he doesn't gamble. He doesn't drink. Like that's one thing I admire his resolve on that because I can't. Like I go to my mother's house.
I'm too stingy to spend money on shit like that.
And she starts drinking, and then the karaoke machine goes on, and then my headache comes in. I'm like, I gotta go. like 2 hours in, I'm like, Ma, I love you, but I gotta go. Yeah, but I didn't drink this Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I drank enough in Puerto Rico. I was like, I needed to detox, and I landed the day before, so I was like, yeah, I'm done.
When I was in Colorado, when I came out to my chosen family, right? And they were all like, yeah. And now, like, slowly everybody else has come out. There's only 2 people outside of Lance and Lori who are, married, that don't have or are not a part of the LGBTQ plus community in some aspect or another. And I looked at Lance, and because this is Lori's second marriage, and I looked at Lance and I was like, Lance, did you ever think you were going to be surrounded by a bunch of LGBTQ plus people and that just be your family? He's like, no, but it's great. And I identify in the L. I was like, what do you mean you identify in the L? He's like, well, technically it's lesbian, but I love Lori. So,
well, good for him.
Yeah, that's
awesome. That's awesome. All right, well, listen, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we've got a few more things we wanted to throw at you all. We're happy to be back, obviously, but yeah, we will be right back. All right, ladies and gents, welcome back, and thank you for allowing us to take that break. This is, we're coming to you live from the casting couch. No, I'm kidding.
Broke Straight Boys 2020.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, we're coming back from the break. I want to take an opportunity to talk about Wicked. Wicked, if you've been living under a rock, obviously it's the movie adaptation of the amazing
Oh boy.
put it in the camera. The amazing
I can't. You gotta change the camera.
I gotcha. It is the amazing movie adaptation of the Broadway hit Wicked. Originally, the original Elphaba and Glenda were, of course, Christian Chenoweth and Idina Menzel, or as what's his name? Oh my God!
John Travolta.
As John Travolta would say, Azizi Adela or something. I was
Azina or something funny.
I was like, I cannot with him. But no, starting Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, both amazing artists in their own right. But as of this last Sunday, the movie has grossed over $358 million worldwide.
Wow.
And if you're a theater buff, Wicked is a movie for you. It's been getting really
not
great.
Even. You can be a theater buff or not.
Or not. It's a fantastic movie to go see. I have not seen it yet.
Me neither.
I'm scared to go to a theater because I know how I am, and if one motherfucking person starts singing in the audience, I'm gonna get up and be like, "Shut the fuck up," because I'm here to see these 2 bitches sing because they're fierce. But $358 million.
Well, you know what I thought was really amazing is that a lot of musical movies are pre-recorded and lip. They sung everything live.
So they did for the recordings. However,
No. When they filmed it, it was all live.
yes. So when they were filming, but the audio that they filmed live is not the audio that they used. So the ladies decided that while they were doing their stunts and going through that, they wanted to sing live. They wanted to immerse themselves in that experience. I was actually reading an article on this. But the end sound that you hear in the movie is not the live sound that they captured. Is my understanding of how things ended up happening.
I'm going to have to fact check you.
But $358 million.
I mean,
that's insane.
Wicked is a franchise.
It is. It is.
They
you know,
did well. I think Moana too as well. They got so ratings,
Right.
and they killed it over the Thanksgiving holiday.
right. So I think it was Gladiator 2, Moana, and Wicked.
Yeah.
So as of this Sunday, Wicked will stand to be the fourth highest grossing movie based on a Broadway musical after Mamma Mia, that ended up doing $611.2 million.
I'm surprised.
Les Mis, that did $442.7 million. Grease, that has done $396.2 million. So it's pretty powerful, and that's only $358 million, and they're not even done with their theater run.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Right? That's not even going to include what happens when this movie is released on, let's say, streaming services.
But also, you have to take into account there's another whole half.
Yeah.
Right. So there's the second half of Wicked. So I want to go see it. You mentioned that you want to go see it as well,
Yeah.
but I'm very nervous to see it in the theater.
So, yeah, I was going to go see it on Friday, but I just bought a PS5, and I'll probably be playing Harry Potter.
So I know worldwide right now, Wicked is listed as number 12 in the highest grossing at 372 million.
But can we take a moment? Can we talk about the relationship in all of these interviews between Cynthia Erivo
and Ariana?
Yeah.
I think it's cute, but you're thinking there's something like weird
it's
about
just
it.
awkward.
Why? Why do you think this?
So like, I understand that they did a movie together
Right.
and they got close, and it's great, and I love that. But like, the finger touching that keeps happening in these interviews, it's just throwing me off. I'm like, what is happening here?
See, I don't find that awkward. Awkward was when they sat Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande next to Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel, and they were all having an interview together. And so Idina is trying to, say, like, for example, she said something to the sense of, I was a little offended that they didn't ask me, to be a part of the movie. But then I get it because, it's been 20.
I thought they both had like.
They did. Well, we can't talk about that. That would be a spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though I'm a spoiler queen, we don't want to do that. Not yet. Let's wait another week. Then we'll talk about that.
Okay.
But so the thing was that she said something to the effect, like, I'm a little offended that they didn't ask me to play that part because I'm the original Elphaba, but I get it. It's been 20 plus years since I played her, and clearly I'm older now, not young enough to represent Elphaba in the story anymore. And obviously there's been iterations of Elphabas and Glindas.
Also Cynthia Erivo's version of Defying Gravity.
It's insane.
It's different.
It is.
And I like it. I like it.
Right.
I think she nailed it. I think it was great. Also, like, I know a lot of people were like, Ariana, like, really, for Glinda? She, from everything I've seen,
She killed it.
She killed it.
Yeah.
And like, come on.
So interestingly enough, when Cynthia Erivo auditioned in front of the director, I forget his name. I know something Chu, but so basically he said to her, okay, listen, you know how the song goes, right? And we know that at the end when she screams, I want you to have the liberty to do what you feel is right to do with the song.
And she pretty much, she stayed on brand
until the end.
With a slight difference.
Right. And then in the end, he said, I want you to tell me what your battle cry is. Tell me what your battle cry is. I don't want it to be like everybody else.
What is your battle cry?
Oh, you don't want to hear my battle cry right now.
Jay?
She queefs.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for them. You know, first and foremost, I'm excited because here's another example of a black woman, right, co-starring with a young artist who has been very successful in her career, but another black woman leading a feature film and hitting it out of the park, right? And it just goes to show you that there's so much more than that black actors can bring to the table, and they are capable of bringing in the big bucks if you give them an opportunity. And I think that Cynthia Erivo just grabbed this part and this opportunity by the balls, if you want to call it that, and hit a home run.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm really happy for her. I'm happy for Ariana. I'm happy.
And it was a very queer cast.
Can we talk about Jonathan?
Oh my God.
He plays Fierro in the film. That man. So first and foremost, I met him for the first time on screen in Bridgerton. Right, because he plays.
Yeah, his career is fucking taken off.
Oh my God, that man is gorgeous.
Jonathan Bailey.
Yes.
He was filming, I think, 3 different things while he was. Well, he was filming Wicked and 2 other things.
You know who I think is hot? Peter Dinklage. No, let me stop.
I wouldn't put that past you though. You have that very eclectic, that very unique niche of things that you like.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past you.
No, but I'm always full of fun, useless facts. But do you know who was the first black actor not to die in a movie?
Who?
LL Cool J.
Okay.
You're right. In Scream.
No.
No, wait. In I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Nope.
Which one?
The Shark movie.
Shark?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
No, it
Deep
wasn't
Blue
Jaws.
or something
Deep
like
Blue.
that.
Okay.
Deep Blue.
He was the first black actor to survive an entire movie
in a
without
leading
dying.
role.
He was, well, yeah, partially, yeah.
Yeah, because there was
There
a
was
lot
a
of
group.
leading.
Yeah, there was
a
I think it was a group of like 8.
right.
Who was one of the last 3 left.
Because
so.
I know what's his
He
name.
was the cook in
Wait,
the.
Who was it? Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Because he died in Anaconda.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Because he was in Anaconda with Jennifer
yeah.
Lopez
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all these other people. He died. Like,
Yeah.
You want? Oh my God.
You know,
dead.
it's always been, like the thing with all movies. Almost every black actor always dies either in the beginning
the one token gay
Yeah.
actor, the one token.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So he was the first black actor to break that stigma of being one of the people to die.
I wanna throw out a fun fact for our show out there. Our very first episode was titled "Wicked in Conversation."
I know.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And we had a rundown of.
I took Paul to see Wicked.
Yeah, and we had a really amazing rundown of what Wicked stood for, how long it had been on Broadway, the hit, the numbers, the trajectory. It was interesting, and I said to myself, "Oh my God, that was our first episode."
I know.
It's insane.
Yeah. Was it our first episode?
It was.
Wow.
Wicked in Conversation, episode 1.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go into the archives and
I
look it up.
I can't listen to it.
No. We're not. Clearly, that episode was super long. I'm just saying that I think that's what it was. Let me just go in here into the archives and I
think you're right. I do think you're right.
Yeah.
I think we thought we had to have themed episodes at that.
Yeah,
point in time.
I think we started with that and we realized, man, that's a lot of work.
Themed episodes and drinks and what was it?
Specialty cocktail.
Specialty cocktails.
Yep.
Episode 1. Let's see.
Now we just have the cocktails prior to.
Yeah, but yeah, no, Wicked is great, and I love the fact that there's so much LGBTQ plus representation, and that Cynthia Erivo is so open about who she is. And I mean, even Jonathan Bailey.
I love her fucking nails, first and foremost. And the very first episode was titled Getting Wicked in Conversation. And it was published March 7th, 2016.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Damn.
In 2 more years, we're celebrating our 10th anniversary.
Is that when we're just going to pull the plug?
That's when we're going to have to do like a big trip and do a big show somewhere else.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hawaii.
Maybe we'll get a sponsor at that point.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Somewhere gay and fabulous.
No. So let me ask you a very honest question.
Shit. Okay.
I've never taken you as someone who's a theater person. Have you ever seen a theater show?
Yes.
Which one?
Shit. It's been a while. Actually, the last one I saw was in Bridgeport.
At the Palace.
No. What was it called? La Gringa?
Okay. La
It's
Gringa.
a Spanish. Yeah,
Okay.
it was a Spanish play.
I love you support local
Local
endeavors, which is great.
It's actually not a Bridgeport theater show. It was a company from New York. And they do shows. So it's basically a story of a Puerto Rican girl raised in New York City that visits Puerto Rico. And it kind of, entails into how Spanish life goes. And when you visit Puerto Rico, as you and I both know, if you're raised in the U.S., when you visit, family, friends, everybody, you're the gringo.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much Spanish you speak, you're the gringo.
For our listeners, that means you're the white person.
The white boy, yes.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. So we're going to take you to Puerto Rico. You're definitely going to be the gringo.
Oh, yeah.
Except that you have the upper hand because you have mastered
the Puerto Rican lifestyle.
The Puerto Rican lifestyle, being around us. You've had our food, so you can be like, I want pernil.
No, they're all going to be like, why does he have a shank in the back of his fucking dick?
Because the bitch knows.
She's prepared.
she
She's
knows.
prepared.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
I've seen a few plays before. I mean, it's been some time.
Okay.
But yeah, I grew up New York City, so we did a lot of plays in our school. So a lot of adaptations. So I kind of grew up doing that stuff as a kid. It's been a while since I've actually sat down, and I think one of the last shows I saw was at the Schubert. Shit.
The last show that I saw at the Schubert.
A little over 15 years ago.
Oh, wow. No, we're
It's been a while.
We're going to need to sort of kind of get out and get cultured again.
Yeah.
The last show that I saw was 6, which was incredible.
No, you came to...
6 was the last one.
Was that after Jeremy?
Well, that was wasn't that your gala?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still
so
a show.
It's a show, but that was him, singing songs from different shows.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, one of my favorite performances that he did was from when he sang the song from Baking. Oh my God. Waitress. Thank you. And he did it with no microphone.
Oh, I talk about that to this day.
He told the whole crowd, okay, I need you to be really quiet. Okay. Because we're going to try something that, not everybody often does in theater, but this theater lends itself with,
It was built it opened in 1914. It was built prior to amplification. So it was built
to amplify
voices.
Speakers,
And he sat there. No microphone, no nothing, just him, a subtle piano in the background, and pure magic.
Yeah.
And it was life.
You got to have the correct theater to get that.
Yeah.
To pull that off.
There's something about that moment in the Schubert that was so magical because it was like, wow.
Right. And I remember when, because you were new.
That was my second gala. That was my second gala.
So you were still relatively new at the theater, and we were having conversations about potential people to come in and do your gala, and I was like, what about Jeremy Jordan? Right?
Was it you that told me that?
Yes.
I thought I wanted him from the beginning.
No, and you were like, oh my God, that would be so great. And I was like,
is he fucking taking credit for this right now?
A little bit. I am.
Probably.
I did.
Nasty.
And the only reason why is because I had seen videos of him singing, for example, Celine Dion's
No, I think I swear to God I showed it to you and I was like, what do you think?
No, girl. I had already seen.
No, because I've loved Jeremy Jordan forever.
So have I. He's dreamy, amazing, and awesome.
Well, wait until we announce who we got this year. So,
nice. I'll be excited. Yeah. I'll be excited. No, but that was masterful. That was a gift to the people that sat in that audience, and I don't think if they don't realize how much of a gift that was, it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
It was absolutely brilliant.
So actually, I was just looking it up. It is called La Gringa, which is one of the longest running off-Broadway Spanish plays. which was written by playwright Carmen Rivera.
Nice.
It's a really good play. Other than that, I think the last thing I watched probably in New York was Stomp.
Oh God.
And Stomp, and we went to watch it because at the time my wife was working at a charter high school, and one of the teacher's sons was in the show.
Okay.
He was one of the dancers.
Yep.
And he now lives in LA. He's a teaching instructor. He's done shows with like Madonna and Beyonce and all that good stuff.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before. I think I may have, but when I was living in New York, I went to Enrico Fermi's school for the performing arts. It was my middle school.
Yeah.
In Westchester County, and our theater production class actually did a production that went to a Broadway theater, and we performed in front of people. I was in second grade. I played the role of a shark. And
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark.
I hate her. And I was supposed to throw myself on the floor and do the chomp shark thing. I was like, I'm not going on that floor. So I sort of kind of like crouched down and went like this.
She was a queen even as a little girl.
Yeah, I can't take direction. I'm not good. I'm not made for
She was like,
theater.
I am not jumping
not
on the floor. That floor is dirty.
Yeah. But I remember those years in elementary school. Yeah, I was in second grade. Fun times. So anyway, if you get a chance, if you are into theater, definitely go out and support Wicked the film. I think that, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande and Jonathan Bailey and all of the others, even Ariana's boyfriend or husband is in the movie. He plays the guy with the funny hair. He's a little ginger. He ends up becoming the.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Yeah. So, yeah, and obviously there's Jeff Goldblum. You've got Michelle. Oh God, she was Everything All at Once, and God knows. Michelle Wu, is it?
Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle, yeah, she's amazing, and
Ethan Slater is that.
Is that who?
Ariana's boyfriend?
Could be, yeah. And he
redheaded kid.
Yes, he's a ginger.
He plays Bach Woodsman.
Yeah,
yes.
That's not Ariana's boyfriend, but
it is
not in the play.
No, not in the play, but in real life it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's the boyfriend or the actual husband, but whatever it is, they are in a relationship.
Okay.
And they're both in the same. But
he's cute.
I'm just going for Jonathan Bailey though. Like, hello.
All day, every day, please and thank you.
Like, so I will. So even though I say don't go to the theater and sing the songs, let us hear them sing. I will scream Fierro when I see that man. Come to me. No, he's amazing. But other than that, there were some stories about salaries, and for whatever reason, there's reports that Ariana Grande received like $15 million for her endeavors in Wicked, while Cynthia Erivo received $1 million. And then there's conflicting statements from the motion picture company that sponsored or is
Motion Picture
producing,
Association, I guess.
Yeah.
Producing the film that said that both actresses actually got paid the same, but refused to disclose how much those sums were, which I kind of understand.
That's
so
awesome, yeah.
It's really hasn't really been confirmed. So do I believe that Ariana?
But has Ariana and Cynthia Erivo really mentioned anything about it?
No, they're still doing this in interviews.
Yeah, they're fingering each other on stage.
Let me grab your finger. So, I mean, clearly, it's gossip and it's rumors.
Trying to ATM card it.
Yeah.
So it's like, and people are getting twisted. Like, they're out there legit twisted on the socials.
And I think,
I mean, I get it because Cynthia is of color. Ariana is not.
Right.
They say that Cynthia only made $1 million and Ariana
but
made
it's
15. But
BS.
Right.
But regardless of that, I mean, I think their interaction, which is what a lot of people are also speaking about. Sometimes you meet people and you just click.
Fart, bitch. Fart.
You know what I mean?
Cracked your finger.
You know what I mean? You just click. You have that connection, whether It doesn't always have to be physical. It doesn't have to be sexual.
Right.
There's just that connection. And a lot of times people see that, and you can feel comfortable enough with a person where you can have those types of interactions and not be at anything but just that interaction. That's how comfortable you are with one another.
Well,
and I think people like to read into shit.
And
if it doesn't make headlines, then why even talk about it, right?
Right. Pull it. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Careful.
No, but
on that chair.
Here's what I'll say about this salary, disparaging salary difference story rumor that's going around the internet. They each have representatives. They each have agents. And these agents work very hard and well to negotiate salaries for these actors. If she was indeed offered $1 million for her role and Ariana was offered $15 million for her role, and if that happens to be factual, she accepted it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of the story.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you think. Doesn't matter whether you think that the disparaging like pay gap is so big because they each share comparable bill time on this movie.
It's called Talk to Your Agent.
She accepted it.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the end of the story. It doesn't matter what you think this pay gap is. She took it. She took the money. So it is what it is, people. Enjoy the film for what it is. It's an amazing story. Obviously, it's been a hit on Broadway for many years. And, go and enjoy the fucking movie. It is what it is. Absolutely. That's all I have to say about Wicked. Bringing it full circle. Is this our last episode forever? We started with Wicked. We close it with Wicked.
I think so.
No.
Oh, boy.
Bye.
Bye.
So,
For good.
So that being said, BlueSky.
Why are you gonna let anybody else fucking talk?
Yeah, I want you to join BlueSky.
I'm not gonna join it.
Oh,
I have enough fucking social media.
I have blue balls. Ain't that enough?
You do not have blue balls.
Not anymore.
Casting couch.
Casting couch.
Nick, darling, how are you?
I'm fine.
Why don't you want to join BlueSky?
I just I have enough social media. I don't. Give
You
up
don't
on-
even use them.
Yeah, I do.
Well, we both. So that's a lie.
Grinder.
That is
really
a lie,
count.
Jaybird.
Jaybird.
That is a lie. That is a lie.
Because
Nick and I faithfully use all the social medias to view all the stuff that you send us.
It's true.
Okay. What you got, baby?
That is a lie. No.
And it begins.
It does.
All right. Michigan Republican Representative Josh Shiver,
Fuck her.
representing the District of Detroit, is under fire after posting on X, not BlueSky, Monday that the United States should make gay marriage illegal again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dismissing the legitimacy of marriage equality, Shriver claims his stance was not remotely controversial nor extreme. He doubled down in the following post, labeling 2015 Supreme Court decision in Obergefell versus Hodge a perverted Supreme Court ruling, and asserting America 2124 doesn't have to be the dysfunctional America that 2024 is currently.
Right.
So
we've talked about this, right?
well, yeah, no, it's the next thing on the chopping block.
Right.
He did receive a lot of backlash, also receiving backlash from people, from MAGA Republicans. However, the fact that this even was tweeted out.
Right. Well, it's X, right? And that's
was
why.
X'd out. X'd out. It should be X'd out.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Right. And that's the whole reason why for the mass exodus from Twitter or what used to be Twitter and now X.
Well, that's not the only reason, but yes.
I will continue to call it by its dead name, Twitter.
Twitter. Nasty. So what a lot of people fail to realize, and I think we've talked about this before, is that the ruling that was handed down in 2015 on June 27th, 2015, in Obergefell versus Hodge, was that it was decided on the same principles in which Roe v. Wade was, right? And so as such,
and has not been codified.
Right.
Correct.
Well, it hasn't been codified federally, but we do have the Respect of Marriage Act, right, which was passed recently, codified into law, where it states that, you know, if Obergefell versus Hodge were to fall, and you happen to be in a state where you got married and it's still legal because they codified it in their constitution, right? Then your marriage is still legal federally.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I had this conversation with somebody the other day. Yeah,
right. And if you move to a state that doesn't recognize it, they still have to recognize it because you got married in a state that.
That I'm not sure is true.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Because once it's recognized, it's recognized. You
right.
you don't lose your status.
But it's not recognized federally. It's recognized at the state level.
No. If you get married in a state that recognize where it's legal for you to get married as a same-sex couple, and you move to a state where they don't, they have to recognize your marriage, both what occurred at the state level and federally, because you are subject and are entitled to benefits, right? But they don't have to let you get married in their state.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but I'm questioning it.
So those individuals that live in a state in where marriage equality is not legal can go to New York, for example, and get married and come back to their state, and they have to recognize it.
But then are they also federally, do they have the same, tax exemptions and all of that stuff?
Yes. From a federal perspective, yes, because they got married, and that's what the Respect of Marriage Act says.
But the thing is, before that passed, Obergefell versus Hodge, you could get married in a state, and you would get recognized at the state level, but not at the federal level.
Yes, also at the federal, because you would be entitled to your husband's Social Security benefits, to their life insurance, to all of that stuff, a right to make medical decisions. All of that is codified.
At the state level.
At the state level, but based on Obergefell versus Hodge, currently that's the law of the land, right? Should that fall, any state that still recognizes same-sex marriage will allow you to keep those benefits. And any state that doesn't, if you get married in a state that does, has to still recognize that, but they don't have to provide you a marriage license and allow you to get married there. So if you live in Texas, for example, and Texas says, we're not going to do marriage equality, they can go to California, get married, and come back to Texas. And Texas has to legally recognize it because it occurred in a state in where it was legal. That was the whole premise of the Respect of Marriage Act.
Mm-hmm. now you can talk about something else, because now I've got to fact check.
So anyway, mass exodus at X, and a lot of individuals are moving to BlueSky. Libs of TikTok, which is a group that has been dedicated to making the lives of LGBTQ plus people on social media impossible, and trolling people of our community, has been banned on BlueSky 9 days in. And I think that's a wonderful thing. If you're looking for a platform that is based on truth, based on facts, that is not run by someone who's going to allow, for example, the upcoming government to spread lies and rumors and things like that, then BlueSky is the platform for you. And X, you can kiss it goodbye. But
Twitter.
Or Twitter, yeah.
Twitter X.
Elon Musk. Trump's
his lapdog.
His lapdog, yeah.
So they're actually that's where I was going with that.
He's Trump's little poodle.
She's right. Yeah, I looked it up. So they're claiming that
not that's great, but
still. Elon Musk is quote unquote the vice president not in office.
Right. All but in name.
Yeah. So that's, stuff to look out for.
Well, I mean, what the fuck does JD Vance have, really? Doesn't have a name, doesn't have the money, barely ran a successful campaign.
Elon's Musk up his ass. Because he plays him as a puppet.
You know what's creepy is that Trump is a narcissist.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk is a psychopath.
Right.
The difference between the two is Elon knows how to play. No, Elon knows how to play the long game.
Right.
Yeah.
Trump is a puppet.
Right.
And Elon knows what he's doing.
Right.
He's not there for 4 years.
No, he's looking to get in there long term.
He's in there not just to get long term access, but also to put things in place long term.
Yeah.
Like he is somebody who is not just thinking about the now,
Thinking about the future.
and how he is.
And how Elon Musk gets into
different.
office down the road.
It's very different. A narcissist is all about the moment. It's all about now. It's all about me. Elon is not like that.
Right.
He is literally thinking the long game.
No, and he's
that's
even
what's
more
fucking
dangerous because
scary.
here's the thing that he's also engaging and having, intimate
Why did our podcast just shut down?
partnerships with some of these dictators around the world while also benefiting from government contracts
yeah.
for all of his efforts. Like the man, if he wanted
Talk
to,
about a conflict of interest.
seriously, the man, if he wanted to, could literally shut down his Skylink program. And
Also, I think he's compensating. Let's talk about SpaceX.
hello,
They look like giant dicks.
Yes.
have you seen the new tin? The tin, it looks like a can of sardines, all just discombobulated.
The truck, the Tesla truck.
Yeah, the new.
The drivable air fryer.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
The ninja on wheels.
Yeah. But I mean, in all of this, there's two groups of people that I'm really, really afraid for the next 4 years, and we're really going to have to, do what we have to do what we always do, right? The LGBTQ plus community is going to be under the radar, under this administration, something heavily. Well, actually, three groups that I'm really afraid for. The gay community. We're going to be attacked left and right from marriage equality to trans rights to, our right to have access to health care.
And on top of that, too, we've talked about this before, but the rhetoric gives people permission to persecute.
Yes.
And so outside of just like what we're facing, when it comes to our rights, both trans, gay, whatever, we're also facing ridicule and more bullying and just like people allowing themselves to live in that rhetoric and like hurt other individuals.
Right.
Like even if you're in a blue state, even if you're in a sanctuary city, there are people that believe in this.
It is now okay to do that.
Exactly.
Right. And that's scary.
What do you think of these bullshit tariffs that he's talking about?
It's only going to hurt us. I mean, tariffs are just,
You want to talk about why you
voted?
voted for Trump? Because your groceries were too fucking high?
Oh, just wait. Just wait.
Wait till you can't
See
build
the
a house because
backlash
you
that
can't
he's
get
already
lumber.
getting.
Right.
The backlash that's already coming
Groceries are too high, but did you see the numbers they posted for fucking Black Friday?
in. Yeah.
Do we really have a bad economy?
Yeah.
Thanks, Uncle
Are
Joe.
we in a recession?
Yeah. So, but I'm scared for the LGBTQ plus community. Obviously, we talk about this all the time. The impact of an administration of that nature will have on our community. I'm scared for immigrants, for Latinos in this country, even though a large number of ignorant ass fucking Latino men voted for this dickhead. And I'm also scared for the people of Ukraine.
Yeah.
More than anything, I think that those are going to be three things that we're definitely going to be watching over the course of the next, 4 years, because it's going to be hard. Buckle up. We're going to go for a fucking ride, and it's not going to be nice.
Well, and also to bring it locally, too. I mean, we had a conversation at the city level, not even state,
Right.
about New Haven. We have a 100% rating as a sanctuary city, which is very rare. Two
Right.
cities in Connecticut have it. And our mayor has doubled down saying we are sticking to what we believe in. We are a sanctuary city. We are a welcoming city.
Right.
We welcome all walks of life, LGBTQ, Latino, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where you're from. You are welcome in our city, which I firmly believe in. And through this conversation that we had, there is a lot of pressure and talk at the federal level of, well, we're going to cut your funding.
Right.
If they cut New Haven's funding, what that means for New Haven is we have to have we have to have a conversation as citizens and as people. Do we stand by what we believe in and raise everybody's taxes to cover that hole, which would be fucking massive, right? Or do we give in, right? So like they're putting sanctuary cities like New Haven and places where people feel like they can go and be safe, like our city, in a situation where we are preparing to fight the good fight.
But we also have to be prepared for the fact that there's a lot of people that are going to choose their livelihood and their own well-being. I mean, to the well-being of others.
To be quite honest with you, like, I don't know how I would survive if I had to pay more of that city level funding. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I would. Not that I would. Not to mention
those incoming tariffs,
right?
And that are going to increase not only by the 25% that, because if you look at it, if he's increasing the tariffs by 25%, I mean, the businesses pay that tariff. Mm-hmm. The business is not going to give you the product at the 25% tariff. They're going to tack on their own taxes.
Oh yeah, of course.
All right, because they need to make money at the end of the day.
Right.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, what really needs to happen, if we find ourselves in situations like what I'm speaking about right now, where pressure is being put on cities like our city, to open our doors to ICE, to open our doors to things that we have specifically said and signed executive orders at the local level about. Like, if we have to do that, what we really need is private entities and private foundations and private organizations to come in and say, you know what, the federal level, they're not going to fund you. We're going to help you out.
Right. And I think you will get a lot of individuals that will do that. There's a lot of philanthropic efforts out there of people that, you know, are foundations or
totally, but it's also going to take,
but it's not going to be enough.
No, I know, and then it's also going to be, it's one of those things. It's like after COVID, when it comes to philanthropic efforts, like shifting of priorities happened, like strategically happened to help marginalized communities, which is very important.
Right.
And it also helped to kind of like move away from STEAM and go straight into STEM, which again, I don't necessarily agree with, but like understand, right? So the priorities of giving have already shifted. So if they shift again, what does that mean for your economic drivers that are the arts organizations, for other economic drivers that need that funding still?
Right.
Like, it is literally creating an environment in which
it's a double-edged sword.
You don't know which way to go. You don't know, like, do I fucking give in to this asshole because what else are we gonna fucking do? Or do we let this group suffer because we want to stick to what we believe?
Right. And it's a hard choice to make, you know. And what they don't realize is that the immigrant community, those that have immigrated here,
are not eating cats and dogs.
No, whether legally or not, play a significant role in our economy. Yeah. Right. They do the work that a lot of Americans wouldn't think about ever doing, that they wouldn't want to do.
You know how much money in taxes did undocumented immigrants put into the system in 2021? Undocumented, not registered.
At the state or just the federal?
69 billion in taxes.
Right.
Revenue paid back through their employments. So people think, oh, they're coming in, they're taking our jobs, they're just being...
No, they're not.
They're just living off the system. They're not.
No, they're not.
They're not. Because they're paying taxes.
A lot of these
when
people...
When you work for any company, you have an EIN number assigned to you, and the companies automatically take those taxes out. Right. It's not like you have to go and make a payment for taxes,
right?
Like you do out here for car taxes and property taxes.
But even if you're here illegally, you have to get some sort of documentation to be able to get employment, whether it's real, fake, or not, and you still pump money into the tax system in this country.
It was about $69 billion.
That is insane.
Anyway,
well, yeah, I'm worried, and you know, obviously we'll have We have 4 more. Like after January 21st, we have.
Everybody needs to get a dildo.
Yeah. I think
just make
so.
it better.
Order it for us. You can put it on the GayTalk credit card.
Really?
Sure. I'll let you order a couple.
A couple.
Okay.
Just for us. You already have one. Because I'm not taking a used one. All right. That being said, I think it's time to wrap it up, bring it home, and so I'll toss it over to my bitches so that y'all can do what y'all need to do. And Nick, you're up first. Let me give you a love.
All right, everybody. Here's Mama Kim's Minute. Number 1, Grammy-nominated R&B singer Khalid comes out as gay.
Yes, you better work.
Number 2, Walmart becomes the latest U.S. brand to scrap DEI policies after right-wing pressure. Really, Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3, fans have just realized another Wicked star is in a queer relationship. Everyone is gay on set.
Hello. Jay Bird.
Is my
Over
turn
to you.
already?
Yes.
Oh, that was quick. On this day in gay history,
I mean, you
What
come
are you trying
quick.
to say?
where New Orleans, December 4th,
It's Nolans.
New Orleans, 1986. What happened? The City Council of New Orleans rejects a municipal gay rights ordinance. That was kind of short, but
This is what I got now. Quest is still down.
and
Damn you, Quest. Hurry up.
Yep. And before we move on, I know we have announcements coming up, but this is your annual Red Bucket warning and reminder that the Salvation Army is an anti-queer hate group. So when you make
Yes.
your donations, please be aware.
Don't donate.
Moving
just
on.
walk by.
Announcements. Okay. My turn again. Wow, that was quick. If you love the show, please make sure to rate and review on your favorite podcasting service. By subscribing, you get the latest and greatest of our show delivered right to your favorite device or web browser as soon as the episode is published. You can also support us on Patreon. With Patreon, you, our listeners, can help to support the show with a pledged donation. The donations are collected monthly and can be in any denomination of $1 or more.
Or more.
You can also come
more.
join us in studio and take advantage of our casting couch.
Casting couch.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Nick. Get the Future Method and all other products today. All products are doctor developed, can clean out without hurting your bum. Take confidence anywhere with the anal powder packs. Increase your stretch goals with 3-piece anal glass dilation kit, and get all the information you need with Dr. G's book, But Seriously. Visit futuremethod.com to purchase your life-changing bum accessory today.
Alrighty, and time to put in our closing plugs, and it is time to put a butt plug in it.
Okay.
Yes. A app-controlled butt plug.
Yeah.
While wearing heels.
Bluetooth.
Were you wearing it?
That is personal.
That is
sir.
personal. We'll talk about it off air. Our show is
Why?
available
If it's
on
not
our
on
website.
air, it doesn't
So
need to be
this is
said.
that.
Remember what we used to say?
True. Our show is available on our website, gaytalk20.com, under audio podcast. It is also available as a free download on Apple Podcast, YouTube Music, and Stitcher Radio. Nick?
You can find us on social media, Facebook, GayTalk 2.0, Instagram, GayTalk 2.0. You can email us at GayTalk 2.0 at gaytalk20.com. Tom?
Give it a try.
Yeah, something like
All right.
that.
Ladies and gents, if you need to reach out to us, just head on over to our website. Click on the Contact Us tab, which is located at the top of the web browser there. You can leave comments. You can suggest topics, submit a question for the cast or an individual host. You can also call us and leave us a voice message with any questions that you might want answered on the show. Our phone number is 334-4-GayTalk. And if you need all of those digits, I almost fucked it up, but I caught it. It is 334-429-8255. Don't forget, we're streaming live on our YouTube channel for all of our Patreon supporters on the day of the show. And you can access that live stream by just supporting us. I want to thank you all for joining us on tonight's episode. That is our show. Ladies and gents, thank you, and y'all have a good night. Bye!
Thank you for listening to this episode of Gay Talk 2.0. Tune in next time for more dish.